I can watch that little animation clip about 1,000 times a day and never get tired of it.
You have mad skills. How long did it take you to make that, Frank?
Like
you must have the greatest coding skills there is.
My biggest disappointment, or not regret or disappointment, but one thing I wish I could do was be artistic with my hands. Like, I'm really good with words, so I can articulate.
Oh, we know
what I
that
want to say.
Because you're going to talk for the next 5 minutes if I don't cut in. So
I like to paint a picture with my words. I wish I could just paint a picture with my hands. I'm so envious of people who have that kind of talent, and I appreciate it. But because of AI, I am now able to take my words and have them come to life on the big screen. And that is exactly what you saw, courtesy of, I think it was Google AI was the program we used.
The amount of people who said they love that little thing would blow your mind, Frank.
Well, Ciaran, who do you need? Because there was a little bit of a delay, so we're actually on during the race. Sorry about that, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
But
Look
Ciaran,
at this nine.
Who'd you
The
start?
favorite just going to go gate to wire here.
Who'd you start your pick 3 with?
I mean, I did, like I joked about, Frank's going to give me crap because maybe the 9. I went 2, 5, 6, 8, 9 on my pick 3. What are we looking at here?
The 4 was my A in my column.
My God, if you knock me out here, I'm going to be really annoyed.
Oh, 9-1. It's
I
easy
went
when you're good.
Ricky, and I didn't bet Ricky. I went so deep on that, and I actually spent the $180, and I'm already down. So I'm really in the hole now.
That horse?
I don't know. I just was really in love with the 2, and then it is what it is. So now I got to scramble on the double here.
Yes, for those of you who read my late pick 4 analysis,
and look, the 9 on the gallop out. KK is
the 9 had to lead the whole way and got tired.
Yeah, and then ran after the line.
Well, for those who read my pick 4 column on DMTC, on SantaAnitaPark.com, I'm giving out 9-1 shots like they're candy. I had Maz as an A in that race. Unfortunately, I did not have the winner of the first leg, Toppers at Seaside, a horse I've been chasing the last 4 times and used as one of my strong A's the last time we did a double show with this horse. He couldn't beat 12 5K claimers last time. Steps up in class and wins by 18. So
I was the same. I tossed the same horse for the same reason.
Yeah, because I remember you didn't like that horse last time I used it. You made fun of me for using that horse. Well, we both got burned today. But anyway, Maz is a nice start to the late pick 3 for me. But you know what? We're here to talk about something else.
Oh, the one that
entirely
double. That's where the money is.
Yes, the double. Hello, everyone. Welcome, DTL Crew. Thanks for joining us. I'm Frank Scatoni.
I'm Ciaran Thornton.
And together we are
Double
Trouble.
Well, you actually got it correct this time. Let's see if we can win by getting it correct.
I think we're good now. I think we're good. I think we've practiced it. I think we put our 10,000 hours in. According to Malcolm Gladwell, you become perfect and an expert at something after 10,000 hours. I think we've logged those hours, Ciaran. We're working hard, man.
I mean, and I thought that the reason you know how many times I will spend $180 on a pick 3, Frank?
Rarely.
Once every 20 times. But I thought this was a sequence that would pay. I just wasn't on it. I mean, I was going to use the 4. I read your write-up, and I was like, yeah, I'm totally off it. Frank likes it. So this might be Frank's day. Because I read your write-up, and I did my write-up earlier. And I think we almost, between the 2 of us, have every horse. But I don't think we're on the same horses. Like, we are very different on this late double, I think. Well,
Ciaran, you always have to think about handicapping the handicapper. If it's a turf race and I have a horse that you want to think really hard about that horse. My strength is turf routes. If it's a $10,000 claimer where you have your stats and I'm on a horse that you don't like I was on Toppers at Seaside the last time the horse ran and you just tossed them, that's when you toss my horses. Not in a turf race with decent horses. This Maz is a nice horse.
I will say my number 2 was a big play because Frey was going to be on the horse.
Yeah. Oh,
and that changed, and I probably should have changed my bet, but I was like, I'm not going to change it because I sent it out, if you know what I mean. So I left my bet the same. I might have tweaked it and maybe
understood.
put Ricky on, if you know what I mean. But I wasn't going to change it, But
well, that's fine. You made a decision.
Hockey makes a difference, as we know. Like you got to be. I think Dan H said you got to use Ricky on. Even this track didn't look like it was closing unless it's like a good jockey on it. And Ricky is riding lights out right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, you decided not to change it, but the reality is you could have changed it.
Yes,
you could have retweeted if you wanted, but you made a decision, and that's fine, and you'll live with it. Before we get going, one thing, because you mentioned jockey changes. Race 8, Rispoli is on No More Ding Dongs.
Ooh.
He's taking over for Fry. So that's a big
that
thing.
Might change my thing because I know No More Ding Dongs was one of your like A or B's or something like that.
Both of ours. We like that horse twice in a row. We like that horse.
And I actually tossed it. And the reason I tossed it was Frey was 0 for the last 10 for the trainer. So I tossed that horse because of it. But,
well, you might.
I'm going to have to now.
Yeah, why don't you get out your pen and paper? Yeah. Because I'm going to go to the comments, and you might want to tweak your double, because No More Ding Dongs is actually my top play in the race. I have that horse as an A, and when I put my double play up, you'll see that most of my action is going to go through that horse. But let's go to the comments and welcome everybody. All right, Josh Plummer, great pick on the 4, Frank. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you reading the column, paying attention. There's your man Dan H again. Ricky, pays to listen to the show, man. You've been on Ricky since the summer.
I know,
and everybody else here too.
I'm mad at myself. It's one of those things I'll go back, and now when I go look, I'm like, what was I thinking? But
look at the age. He's an auto bet now on turf.
Oh, you know absolutely.
Yeah. Everybody's going to be following Ron Hernandez. You follow Ricky.
And especially when, look again, he wins with deep closers with McCarthy now. Like he's doing, and that is the turf course looked like closers early, could not close. But I think JJ did it and Ricky did it. So the right ride, I think the bias is gone, if that makes sense.
The right ride and the right pace setup. Look, Santa Anita traditionally favors forwardly placed horses on the turf, especially when the rails are out. And I think they're out 30 feet today. But that being said, we are in the fall now, so there's more moisture in the air. The course is probably a little more kind to horses who come from off the pace, but you need the right horse, you need the right ride, and you need the right setup. So it's got to be a perfect storm. But I'll tell you this, I mean, Michael McCarthy teaches his horses how to finish. And that horse was coming out of an 11 furlong race, cutting back, was going to be fit and running on late, and Ricky timed everything perfectly. Paul Victory, let's look for winners. Thank you, Paul. Here's Dan H., a $10 pick 3. He singled the 9, so he's out, unfortunately.
There's been a scratch in the last race that will let me play around with some money. Number 3 scratched. Breve. So,
yes, Brev scratched. Dan, hold on one second, Ciaran. We'll get to the race in a second. I want to just go through the comments real quick. Dan, it doesn't seem like you're alive. It doesn't look like you had the 4 in the first leg, but here, he's retyping. Okay, he does have the 4, so he's alive in the pick 3. Thank you. Good luck. Ricky got the score. Nice beginning. Pick 3, Maz, and then JR missed the try, played alive in the pick 3 and pick 4. All right, guys, so we got your plays. Good luck to everyone who's alive in the pick 3. I know Ciaran's chomping at the bit. He wants to get his plays out there. Before you do, Ciaran, because Terry had a question, and so do I, and I'm sure all of our listeners do too. Let me just go real quick. I think you know what I'm going to ask, but where is Ciaran? Are you at an Irish pub?
The one in my house. So I figured we were doing happy hour, so I may as well drink at my own bar.
DTL party at your bar in your house. How about that?
Maybe at the end of the Del Mar meet, if anyone's down in town, they can roll out here. We'll get them rooms at the casino.
That would be fun. You got to clean out the pipes to your taps there. We want our beer to be nice and fresh.
Always clean, believe me.
All right, Josh Plummer's alive. Froggy, thanks for joining us. All right, Ciaran, you're out of the pick 3, but you know what? You still have a chance to get out on the day. What are you doing?
Actually, I got to modify one of my bets because I had a double into the 3 in the next race who scratched 3-5. So I'm going to have to add no more ding dongs now to change it up a little.
I think that's a very good ad.
So, I mean, the only reason I didn't was because
no, the 3 is scratched in the last leg.
But I mean, this is a McCarthy horse, and I don't know the exact stats because it's not going to update, but I know Rispoli rode a bunch of McCarthy's horses, and Rispoli is the best jockey in the world right now.
You willed it. You manifested it. You made it happen
into existence. Yes.
He needs to pay you a cut of his profits there. So what you're saying is you're going to cut the 3 in the last leg and add no more ding dongs to the first leg.
So my last double that was 3-5 with 3, I'm going to jettison that bet.
No, the 3 is scratched in the last race, Ciaran, not the first.
Yeah,
race.
but I have 3-5 into 3, so I'm going to get rid of that entire bet. The last one I have there, that 3-5 with 3 double.
All right, let me edit it. Okay, so the $15 double 3-5 to 5. $10 double 3-5 to 3
is dead.
So cut that.
Yes, and instead I'm going to make it 6 with 5-8. Same money, just changing it, if that makes sense.
6. Well, why don't I just add that to your 3? Make it 3-5-6 to 5-8. Your $15 double.
Whatever is easy for you. I figured you wanted more words on the paper, so.
No, this is less. So 3 times 2 is 6 times 5.
Oh, no. We're not going to modify my.
I'm not. I'm just adding the 6.
All right. Add the 6. Tell me what I'm
doing. You wanted 6 with 5-8, right?
Yes. 6 with 5-8.
I'm just going to add that to your existing $15 double.
Oh, that makes it easier. Yes.
Yeah. So it's 3-5-6 with 5-8. Nothing changes except I added the 6 in the first leg.
Yep.
So do the math for me. 6 times 15. 70. Oh, 6. What is that? Or do you want to do the 6 for less money than $15?
I'm trying to figure out what you're doing because I had 3-5. You can.
I'm just adding the 6. I'm just adding the 6. Right? You want the 6 to the 3-5-8?
3 scratched in the last race is what I'm saying.
Yes, but you want the 6 to the 5-8.
6 to 5-8. We'll just do $10.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
$20.
Perfect. 6 with 5-8. We got to get our record straight. We don't want people thinking that we're red boarding and when we don't actually have it. So let me confirm your bets.
We bet it live.
I know, but I want to put it up on the board correctly. So just to make sure I didn't touch the first 2 bets. The last one is now.
And I'm not going to hop on because every time I have a scratch, Frank, on one of my multi-horse bets, somehow I always cancel the horse that wins the race when I'm thinking. So I'm going to leave my bet the same.
Yeah, I think so.
They're going to give me my money back on what didn't hit, but my saver bet is going to be the 6 with 5-8, if that makes sense.
All right, I got it. So let's go through your probables and see if we need to change anything based on what they're paying. So I got the double chart up here. Right now, the favorite is the 7 in this leg to the 8 in the next. And you know what? The 5 is a close second. I'm sorry. Yeah, the 5-7 to the 8 are the ones that are the lowest combinations right now, pretty significantly.
Coach Cronin is the favorite here. That's wow.
And Mr. Machu Picchu is in the double.
I will say after KK's ride in the last race, the 7 is a toss for me in any bet I do, even tries if I'm doing something. But I'm going to talk it into existence where he wins. I'm
telling you, the dude wins his fair share of races. I had so many of his horses at Del Mar. I think I cashed 1 bet on the guy. Mm-hmm. I'm not in sync with him at all. When I need him, he's horrendous.
I'm the
same. And when I don't pay attention to him, he wins.
I mean, it is a jockey change for Glatt, but Kimura with Glatt is 0 for the last 12, which is why it was an easy toss, if that makes sense. I mean, if I lose on a stat like that, I'm okay. I'm okay because I'm loading up on some other horses. And, when you load up on some other horses, you got to toss someone. It's great when you toss, but when you toss and you lose, it is what it is.
I hope you're wrong about the 7 because the 7 is on a couple of my tickets. But let's look at your combos here. Let's see what the payouts are.
All right.
Hit me with your strongest play.
I was thinking 5. I mean, in this race, I thought 5 was going to get all.
Yeah, but what's the double combo? I want to look at the payouts, probables. So
I think we actually liked the same horse in here. Like I thought number 3, the JJ horse, looked nothing on paper, but the fact that he got on there and he's still 6-1 is rather shocking to me. I mean, you liked Rio, right? I thought 5 was going to be the dominant favorite. And my notes for the 5 were, gets a wake break today after being caught late the last 2 times. And I thought the weight break could be the difference even at this distance. So I know it's 6 furlongs. We usually like the weight break when it's like routing a mile or more, but I thought I got why they put Orantes on. So that's why I thought that might be the difference. I thought the 5 would be the favorite, to be honest. So I'm kind of shocked. That's actually a pretty good price right now before the robots come in. I actually, on this double, I love that they're hitting the 7. I think the CAWs are hitting the 7, so I am so off the 7. I'm either going to be a hero or a 0 after this race.
Okay. Would you like to look at some of your payout combos to see if any are worth paying more? Carlos, thanks for your comment, by the way. So let's look at your combos.
So let's do the 3-5 or 3 with 5-8.
3 with 5 is 157. 3 with 8 is 87.
And I got it 3 times. Not too bad.
Okay. Next.
We had 3-5 with 3, but that one's scratched. So let's do 8-9 with 5-8. So 8-9 with 5-8.
Yeah, I changed that on the screen because we had the 3. I don't know why is it's not saying that. Right, 8-9 with 5-8. That's your updated thing. All right, so 8 with the 5 is 320. With the 8 is 203. 9-3 is 400. 9-8 is 117. So those are all really good. They are whacking the 7-8 combo. That's only $38.
Yeah, this is going to be one of these doubles. And I thought, I mean, the amount of times I will bet what I bet on the pick 3 like this is rare. I got knocked out. I'm mad. I should have had Ricky on, but yeah, I love seeing, I mean, I was totally off the 7. So 7 does not win this race. We should be looking at good pays is what I think.
Yeah, I think the 7 has a big shot. I mean, it's Mark Glatt off the claim. He's lethal, and this horse has pretty honest form. But that horse is not my top pick. I am No More Ding Dongs, especially knowing that Rispoley's riding. I mean, that's massive.
Well, that is absolutely the change there. I mean, I was going to use the horse because I've used it a bunch of times, but Frey just has not won with McCarthy.
Well,
so that's a big
yeah. But let's look. I mean, the horse. 11 post, 1 post, 1 post, 12 post. Finally, he gets a decent post where he can just stalk and pounce, right? I mean, that's why I liked him even with Frey on. Finally, Frey he doesn't have to do anything. He just has to put the horse in the race. But now at Rispoley, it's even better.
Rispoley's clock in his head is so dialed in at Santa Anita. Like, he knows this course right now. He's done some very, very – I mean, he had Phil D'Amato give him credit, and he didn't even want to go on video when it happened, which says a lot, you know what I mean? Like, that is a rare thing. That is a jockey to pay attention to on turf. Well, we always did. Well, I used to talk crap about him, but now he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. But
how fickle you are, whichever way the wind blows, Ciaran.
Well, when I was on that show earlier this week with your favorite person,
that was a great show.
Thinks your hair is a hat. I'm still laughing about that comment. Like, we were.
She's
on the
jealous.
show.
She wishes her husband had this hair. He's got to wear a baseball hat all the time. Look at this. Look at this nice head of hair.
let me profile your guys' thing. And she goes, and I was like, just follow Frank's Twitter feed. And she pulls it up and she goes, is that Frank? Is that picture from, that's not Frank. It doesn't look like him at all. And we were like, yeah, it's from 20 years ago. So then Frank comes out in defense. He's like, that is a recent picture. Here's the timestamps. And then she goes, oh, I thought it was a hat you were wearing, which made it even more funny.
I love Michelle.
So your new name is now Skitoni the Hat. You're going to take over the crown.
I love Michelle. And for one of the same reasons why I love you, Ciaran, because you guys are not afraid to give me stick, because you know I'm strong enough to take it, and I'm going to give it right back. So,
But,
that was a really good show. Everyone, go to In the Money Media, check out the podcast Owner's Box with Billy Koch from Little Red Feather, and of course the wonderful and lovely Michelle Yu. Inside joke for Terry, Taming of the U. But anyway, they do a really good job. They interview owners, and I was shocked when they introduced you, and Billy said,
first one.
this is the first Little Red Feather partner I've had on the show. I've been reluctant to do it because I understand, like, you put one guy on, then you got to put out this guy on, and then that guy on. But there was a reason why you were on, and part of it had to do with the Gold Phoenix success, but also it was really nice that he wanted to talk about our show, Double Trouble Live. So that was really cool too.
He was our first guest on the show when we did the Little Red Feather party, our kickoff He was our first interview, so he knew what was going on.
That's right.
And then we did a little video with my brain went. Hong Kong racing. Finally, we're trying to talk into existence Gold Phoenix going to Hong Kong. So they did a little video as well. So,
oh really? That would be nice. I didn't realize Michelle Yu was such a fangirl of Gold Phoenix. I mean, I think she loves that horse more than you do.
I don't think that's possible. Well, she was the
she
one.
Really loves it. I mean, you can tell.
Fox News a couple of years ago, and I got mad at her because they were like, hey, Ciaran, we're going to have you on Fox Sports. And they just put my jacket on with the finger over the middle.
Yeah, that wasn't her fault. She's not the producer.
Oh, I know.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. But so she knew that horse from the longest time. Like, that was when GFP became the phrase around the barn, if you know what I mean. Yeah,
everyone here should be familiar with Ciaran's amazing bespoke gold effing Phoenix suit. I think Dave, as Cubby fan Dave, asked what the 6'8" double was paying. Right now it's paying $62. And as you can see on the board, let me put my play up real quick. That's my main play, the 6 and the 8. I can't believe the 8 isn't more heavily bet in the double. That horse should be odds on.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked too on that.
Yeah, so let me see who the other one taking money is. Well, no, you know what? Now it's being heavily bet in relation to the 5. The 7-5 is paying $75. So
I think the scratch of the 3 is going to end up screwing some of our pays that we could have had, if you know what I mean. That was the bad part of that.
So that's funny. The 5 is the second choice in the next leg, Ciaran. You have the 5. I don't. Let's talk about this 5. What am I missing? Oh, yeah, this horse figures. Yeah, I don't know. She's a joker, the Rispoli Peter Miller horse.
And that's essentially it.
Yeah.
I mean, and then Run a Mile in My Shoes, the number 8. JJ from Mullins. My notes were Stalker, which is great right now on this track.
That horse should win by a country mile.
And then 10 starts, 3, 3, and 3. So this horse likes being at the line. And that's a big thing. Like, if a horse likes being at the line, you got to use them.
Yeah. I mean, look at the class drop. It's a massive class drop.
Now, I will say on this race 8, I've got a crazy price here. Number 8, Targaryen. And it's not a Game of Thrones horse. I just thought it was really sneaky. If you look at the form, they shipped the horse to Wyoming for a stakes race, which was kind of weird in itself. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I was going to
and
say,
then-
it took me forever to find out what SWF was.
no, I could not find that. They were like pulling all sorts of things up. Like I was finding shipping companies and stuff. I was like, which track is this?
I was like, single white female? What the hell is that?
And I just thought it was sneaky that they went out there for it was a stakes race, the SF for 32K, but Mendez is a sneaky trainer and he will win with some prices. So that's why I thought it was really interesting with the old rookie on board.
You mean Mr. 57-1, you mean? Baltic Fire?
Yes. So maybe this
will
will
be
be
the
the
one. Happy
that,
birthday?
maybe what's his odds? Because can he go off at like 58-1? Because that would be even better.
Oh my God! Can you imagine if you had a Seraphine Carmona horse that went off higher than the one that I had and he won? No, not quite. 16.
The light went on here. Sorry, we thought it was happy hour, so I would hang out at my Irish pub that no one comes and hangs at.
You look very angelic, but where's your beer? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking right here. Now we could buy the horses, but we're trying to drink our way through getting the whole
set, the whole Blanton set.
Now,
Ciaran, speaking of Guinness, I don't know.
We actually almost have the set. The problem is every bottle we get, we crack a little bit, so we don't drink it all.
Right, so the soppers have to stay in.
Yeah. So
there's a really good show on Netflix that Terry and I are watching called House of Guinness.
Oh, great show.
It's about. Oh, you saw it?
We already blew through it.
Okay, yeah, we're enjoying it. But I mean,
a lot of it's kind of but Guinness rules the world. That's why they invented booze, so the Irish would not run the world.
It's really fascinating. Well, Terry just poured me some bullet bourbon in my special Jim Beam.
Speaking of House of Guinness, this is my next one right here.
It is happy hour. Everybody there,
that's why we're in the bar.
Look at this. Your right-hand man showed up today. Love to see you, Art.
He's alive.
3-9. Okay. All right, they're going to the gate, everyone. Good luck to those who are alive in the late pick 3. Let's start off on the good foot with our double. Here's Dan's play. Okay, so he needs a 3 here to stay alive in the pick 3. And then he's king the 6 to start his doubles, and the 4 also. So, yeah, that's a good way to hedge. So if the 3 knocks you out, if you don't have the 3, you still have chances to move forward. I like that.
And I thought if you really do not like the 7, you can make money on this double. The 7 wins. It's going to blow us out, but it's not going to pay anything, and we're going to be scrambling for try. But this is a great the CRWs are hammering the 7.
That's the thing. There's a lot to like about the 7, but the thing to not like is the price. I'm shocked this horse is 8-5. I honestly thought No More Ding Dongs would be a strong favorite in here.
This is one of these. If I'm wrong, I'm going to have to revisit my handicapping for tomorrow. Because
do you need a proofreader, Dan? He needs the 5 in the pick 3. So he's on Mr. Machu Picchu wire to wire. I assume.
Which is a great price. I thought this would be, and I didn't say it, I thought this horse would be like 6-5 or 2-1. Really?
All right. Well, they're off. They're off. Let's go. Good luck, everybody.
Ding dongs at the back. Compact field. Mr. Machu Picchu narrowly one spoken. Coach Cronin applies pressure while 3 deep in third.
No, he's going to try and wire them like he should.
Ario followed by Y'all Come down at the rail. Just in behind them. Chasing Rain has 4 lengths to make up. He's followed by Last Call Paul and another 2 to No More Ding Dongs. Mr. Machu Picchu holds that lead over the Spoken Dude. Coach Cronin on the outside.
Wow.
Now it's a gap of 5 lengths to the next flight, headed by Ario and Y'all Come. They're at the top of the stretch. And on the outside, Coach Cronin comes after Mr.
Come on, Machu Picchu.
Coach Cronin right up alongside. And
the fix is in.
is up to take the lead.
He cut him off.
Smoking Dude second, former point guard. Then the coach at Mercy.
Smoking Dude.
Yeah,
the money showed. Disappointing effort from No More Ding Dongs, man. I'm done with that horse. So mark that down. The horse will win next time. No one was beating this horse today anyway. The word was out on the Mark Glatt recent claim.
I'm okay with that. But
who are you live to, Ciaran?
I'm alive to. I've hit nothing in 2 legs, and I had like 9 horses in 2 legs and got no winners.
So I'm alive to the 2, 4, and 8, but I have a sneaking suspicion that if the 8 wins, I'm going to lose money because I only have it
At
twice.
least you'll get some money back, a rebate.
Yeah.
At least you'll get a CRW rebate if he wins.
Well, you know what, though? In your defense, Ciaran, you did have some extra money to play with today because you had a pretty good Sunday. You know, you hit the pick 3, you hit the late double. All right, Chris Babcock. Hey, Chris, thanks for joining us. That was a really cool picture that he was at SoFi, memories of Hollywood Park, and he was sharing with me that he saw one of the parking attendants was wearing one of those old school black Hollywood Park hats, and then he was walking around with, I believe, one of the linebackers from the 49ers, and they were just visiting all like what could have been. I just envisioned like, oh, here's what the hamburger stand was. Here's where the 6 was saddled. All those good memories, man. Unbelievable.
Well, that closing weekend, I got to name a race after my dad. And they did the whole thing. We come down. We got the
at Hollywood Park?
Yeah. Right at the
I
end.
didn't know the story.
Oh, yeah. It was like $200 or $300. You can name a race. They put you in the program. So I, brought my dad up. He didn't know, and he looks in the program. He's like, "What's this?" So we named the race after. Me? And then Gary Stevens was one of his favorite jockeys, but he hopped off the horse that won the race for the next race, and he was the winner in the next. So it was almost perfect, but my dad was like, "Oh, this is fantastic."
Oh, you were hoping that Gary Stevens would have won your dad's race.
Yes, and he won the next one.
So I had the pleasure of meeting your dad up in the Logan room many, many years ago, and it was a great experience. And I could just tell the joy on his face, just being where he was. He was with you and your wife and your kids in the Logan room, like a far cry from the betting shops in Ireland.
We were trying to turn my son into a degenerate. Even that day, we actually won a bunch of races, and then my son loves chocolate, and he had $10. He turned it into like $110 with his betting during the day. And the last race was I can't remember the name of it, chocolate something. Mike Smith used to ride it all the times, and he was like, "Go all in." We were all like, "Go all in, go all in." So he goes up to Tom, my son. He goes, "What should I do?" And he's like, "Just bet $10, win 10." Hedge your bet, take your money, and go home.
Come on, you should have told him, no guts, no glory.
The horse came second and lost the photo. And my son was like, "Thank you for that great advice."
Okay. Oh, my God. You know what this double is paying to the 8? I'm embarrassed to say. I'm going to owe the track money. 27.
Chalk
Anyone but the 8.
Chalk better.
Yeah, well, I really needed the 6 there. That was my strongest opinion.
Where's your white chalk under your nose, Frank? Come on, we want to see it because you were chalkity chalk.
It's like that Chevy Chase picture I sent you. Oh, here, Chris has an update. That was a picture of the LA Rams linebacker, Nate Lamon, who played for me at Monte Vista High School in the Bay Area. All right. Yeah, I think you have a pretty interesting background, Chris, and I think you do some stuff in radio. We might have to have you on the show and talk some sports and broadcasting and all that fun stuff if you're interested. But yeah, that was a super cool picture, and it brought back a lot of memories for me just by talking about the hat for the old Hollywood Park, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had Nick Sievers. He's not on today, but he's up in the Bay Area. He's a big horse player. He loves the sport. He had Bay Meadows gone, Golden Gate gone, the Fair Circuit now gone. I mean, it's such a shame, but we got to keep fighting for what we have. And the fact that we have these pools to play in where we have a bit of an advantage, we're lucky. If the CRWs are right, Coach Cronin to the favorite here, we're not getting paid unless you have that for $100. But what if they're wrong? Or what if the 8 has a bad trip? All the other doubles are going to be good value. So we need to get a little lucky, but that's okay. real quick. Okay. Oh, keep stats for 49ers radio. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you and your 49ers because I was the only one in my pool who picked the 49ers. Everybody else was on the Rams. So thank you for that. All right. Wiki time, guys. Oh, hold on. Let me mute my T. Okay. All right, Ciaran. Well, you have some work to do because I'm alive and you're not.
Yeah.
What you
I'm
going to do?
Bets. I'm going to do some bets so the wife's going to go, hey, yes. I'll have another kiss. I'm absolutely using that horse with Demuro upgrading from KK. So, yeah. So I'm going to have to do some funky stuff here.
Well, I'm so glad you said I'll have another kiss. I thought you were going to say she's a joker. Then you'd be in the doghouse.
Oh, no, I said that too. Yeah, but she's somewhere else. She doesn't need to hear that. I'm sure you or Terry will tell her later. But I think I'm going to do an exacta box. She's a joker when I'll have another kiss.
All right, hold on. I'm going to I'll look at the probables for you and we can chart it out. But real quick, SpongeBob SquarePants McBabe. Absolutely. How arrogant is that guy? I've never liked that guy. He thinks he's a better coach than everybody else. I mean, just silly.
I think the worst blown game was the Padres. Yikes.
Well,
Padres and Yankees. Talk about choke central.
Yankees won. What are you talking about?
Oh, I meant Sox. Like the way they had, like when you have teams winning that much, this wild card thing, I don't
hate it.
I know I get it for viewership and
hate it
ratings, but yeah, I don't like
this. You play
thing.
162 games and the third place team in your division gets in the playoffs. Get out of here! It's ridiculous. If you want more playoffs, shorten the season, reseed them. Reseed them.
Change.
And get rid of the 3-game series. 3-game series is horrendous. But I will say this about the Padres. I don't know if you saw, but that third strike call on Bogarts was one of the worst calls I've ever seen. And I've been watching baseball since I was a child. I mean, that was horrendous. And that was a big deal because they put men on base that inning. They were bases loaded.
We should be 1 year away, but I think we're 5 years away for the umpires being gone, and it's AI robots calling.
Well, yeah, they're gonna do the assisted strike zone, but it's not for every pitch. It's only for challenges.
I mean, they'll do it in the minor leagues first, but it's coming. These guys are blind as blind can be, especially with sports betting being the way it is. Like everything's like, what's going on?
All right, 2 more quick comments about baseball, and then we're going to move on here. Go Cubbies! Yeah, I always root for the Cubs. I have no problem with the Cubs. Cleveland. Okay, I didn't watch that game. For all you baseball fans out there, there's an X feed called Umpire Scorecard. They do an amazing job analyzing the game based on the umpire's home plate performance. I'm going to go back and I'll check out the grades for those games, but it's fascinating stuff. And you can see they do a percentage. Oh, well, all these missed calls favor the Yankees by, plus 0.5 runs or something like that. It's just really interesting. All right, Ciaran, talk us through this last race because you need to get out.
Yeah, I do. I'm just wondering if I just stick with the exacta like I did on Sunday that got me out. I mean, I really like my top pick was She's a Joker. Just because Rispoli's on.
Yeah, it's funny. She's a Joker and Run a Mile in My Shoes are really the only 2 horses taking money.
And Run a Mile in My Shoes, JJ. I put JJ's from Mullins. I mean, they just do pretty well. But it's one of these things we could see chaos erupt in this race as well.
I think the 8 is an absolute standout, but was just running for 100,000 is now in for 20. I mean, that's not great. So
I will say Mullins, when he does that, does pretty well, but
yeah, that's true. That's true.
And JJ stuck around without getting a paycheck on the last couple of races. And that usually speaks volume. Hey, give me another ride. Oh no, you got one. But for the last 8 races, JJ's been on a Mullins horse, 1 win, 4 seconds or thirds. So paycheck horse, if that makes sense. Like if you're hoping to, that means he's probably going to win.
Oh, look at this. Dan H is giving this is Dan H's handicapper scorecard. Right now, I get a 95 and Ciaran gets an 85. You sure that's not a 55? I mean, he was just
no. I was going to
wrong
say,
about everything.
thank you, Dan H. He wants to come hang in my bar.
Yeah, he actually enjoyed fighting.
My score today, handicapping myself, is 12.
Well, you could still make it happen here, but you do look very angelic with that. I mean, it's like, I kind of like it. No, I kind of like it, dude. It's awesome. And all your coasters on the wall and all that stuff.
So we built an Irish pub in our house. We built an Irish pub in our house back in the day.
I can attest. I've been there.
Bought one, replicated it, and I didn't pay taxes for a few years after that.
Is that a horse picture over your left shoulder? The other shoulder, sorry.
You will love all this stuff. I got from my dad when we used to go to Santa Anita. All the oak tree steins and whatnot.
Steins. Oh, I miss those steins.
We have them all from back in the day. They're all hanging out here somewhere. You know what I mean? They used to give those out all. Remember the oak tree meat at when it used to be
Santa Anita Park? Yeah. That's this meat now. It's just not oak tree anymore.
But yeah, we used to go all the times. They used to give fantastic. It wasn't hats and crappy hats that you wash it one time they fall apart. They were like
those steins are the nuts. Those are the nuts. Oh, that is so cool. Yes, Texas Terry. We have been to Ciaran's pub. Yes, we have. We had a really good time. Haven't been invited back since, but it was very fun.
You have. I mean, you've been invited. I'm trying to find. I got a bottle from you there somewhere. I
do. The signed Kentucky Derby. All the Kentucky Derby jocks from. Was it Rich Strike's year? I forget which year.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it because we had to hide it because the daughter is now drinking age, so we had to hide all the good stuff. If you know what I mean.
Oh, she thinks she's
know better.
She's not going to pull off the age-old trick where she drinks some of them, fills the rest up with iced tea or water, huh?
No, it's not her. It's her friends. I'm like, do you know what you're drinking? You don't drink that bottle.
So while you're looking for that, I'm going to make a special announcement. If there are any car enthusiasts out there, Terry will be going to an event at her uncle's car museum, the Marconi Automotive Museum, 8 to 11 this Sunday, Heels and Wheels. It is an unbelievable museum. I'm telling you, her Uncle Dick has one of the greatest collections of exotic and fancy automobiles you will ever see. And you get to walk up close and personal and look at these amazing, amazing works of art, really. And he used to drive race cars, Formula One, or I guess it was IndyCar over here for a while. But anyway, check it out, please. It's in Orange County, Tustin, I think. All right, Terry, thanks for that. Jeff, good luck, Carlos. Not to be out. Okay. Win is a win. I agree with you. Unfortunately, we got an underlay with the 8 here, but that means the other combos are going to be good. So let's see if we can make it happen. Ciaran, are you going to get involved here?
Oh, always. Come on. I'm just trying to see if I get crazy. 5.
The more he drinks, the more he bets.
Yeah, we got the House of Guinness is going to give us some. Too bad there's not an Irish name here. Lady Montclair. Oh, we're going to have. Oh, Diego. There we go. Oh, I don't like.
I like that horse. I actually like that horse. I believe I use that horse. What is Frank alive to? Let's see. Frank is alive to the 8, and that's not going to pay anything.
All right, I'm going to toss the 8. So okay, that made it.
And I'm alive to the 2 and the 4. So I have your Lady Montclair.
All right, I'm off the 2 now. Someone like Ricky. I'm actually liking. I mean, I'm thinking 5. I'm just going to go with the exactas. I'm thinking 5 over 10 to
2.
10-2-4.
2-10-4.
Yep.
Well, let's see what they're paying first before I put this in, because they might not be worth it. But let's see. So the 5 with 2 is paying $60.
Oh.
5 with 4 is paying 30. And then the 10 paying 42. Those are pretty good actually, because the
Not bad, like-
the 8.5 is paying $5. That is nuts.
Yeah, that's no thank you.
The computers think the 8 can't lose, and
Well,
the only
they were
one who
right
could,
in the
the only
last
one who
race.
could beat him is the 5.
They were very right in the last race.
Cubby Dave is playing an 8.5 exacta, 5 and 6.
What's
I'm
the?
not sure what that means, but
You said the
okay.
5.8 is $5, right? Yeah, that's not worth it.
No, the 8.5. The 5.8
Any long
is
shot? What long shots do you guys like? I need something underneath. Like, give me a reason to look at another long shot.
the 2 and the 4.
I'm using 2. Oh, Summer Lake, yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that
All right,
horse
so
is
here's
sneaky.
I'm gonna go $10. I'm gonna pretend I'm playing in a contest like I did last week.
So wait, you're
I'm
not
gonna
going
go
to do the other exacta you told me?
I'm gonna do a $10 exacta, 5 over 2, 4, 10.
Okay, so that's $30.
Yep. And then I'm going to do 4 over
For $10?
for $10, 4 over 210. I'm tossing the favorite. I'm trying to get something nice, if you know what I mean. I think I'm spending $50 here. I'm spending Sunday's cents.
Yeah, you're giving it back. Oh no, I mean you gotta take a shot. And it's not because you don't like the 8. You do like the 8, but you don't like the 8 being overbet. Right? It's more of a value
If
issue.
he wins, I'm not going to make any money. So sometimes you got to go. I'm okay losing to a chalk, especially the robot chalks.
That's my point, Ciaran. So it's not necessarily a selection decision; it's a value decision. Correct?
And I'm already knocked out, so I'm kind of down. So I'm like another $50. If I hit this, I'm going to be back even.
What I might do, since my 8 is paying so little, I might play the 8 in exactas over the other ones I'm alive to. So that would be 8 over the 2-4 in exactas. This way, if the 8 wins and the other horses I like run second, I can at least maximize my opinion, because I'm not going to make money if the 8 wins. I got to press a little bit with the 8, who I do believe is the most likely winner. But I also like the 2 and the 4, and they're probably more likely to run second. I'm against the 5 here. I don't like Peter Miller in turf routes.
I don't either usually, but I thought it just Rispoli is just.
Oh yeah, he can't.
Right now, you know,
fair enough.
That's one of my things. Like, he is so dialed in.
And look, the horse has good form. I'm not saying the horse can't win. I just don't want to bet the horse. That's all. I'd rather take price horses. I think the 8 is a far more likely winner than the 5. So I'm going to do the 8 on top of the 2 and the 4 in exactas as a way to make a little bit of money if the 8 does win, because my double's coming back $27 and I only have it 3 times. So that's a loser.
And I'm going to do another hedge bet, 8 over 210.
Okay, hold on. Let me add that. Let me add that to your exacta.
8 over the 2 is paying 41, so I'll get $200.
You do it 10 times?
Yeah, 5 times.
5 times, $5 exacta. What is it?
8 over 210. I'm actually, to be honest, I'm kind of shocked that the 10 is only paying 32. So there's.
Yeah, that horse gets in off the AE list, right? Sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneaky. So sneaky.
So that's one of those, like, in retrospect, when we do our usual thing at the end of the race, I'm going to go, Frank, why did I not just do win show on number 10?
What price is the 10?
15 to 1 still. And I thought the prices would pay a lot more than it is.
Let me see what the will pays are. So the double, if you were alive to the 10, the double is paying $630. So in order of preference, it is the 8 paying 27, the 5 paying 82, the 6 paying 96. Who is the 6? Oh my God, this horse. It would be if Toppers at Seaside and Issa Court win. It's not my day because I bet both of these horses multiple times, and I am off both of these horses today. Did you have the 6 at all?
No notes on it. I essentially thought it was a 3-horse race. 3 was my crazy price, and 8 was like could not lose horse, and I tried to beat because Rispoli was on the 5. If that gives you any.
All right, so I'm putting up my Saver Exacta also. So this is Ciaran's, well, not Saver. This is your bet because you're not alive. I am alive to the 8, so I'm going to come back and just play an 8 with 2-4 Exacta. Let me just make sure they're paying okay.
The viewers already know this is when you're going to win, Frank, because you're going to lose money and win.
Well, that's why I'm playing the Exacta. They're paying $32 and 15. Yeah, I got to do it more with the 4. 4 is getting bet in the Exacta. Wow, the 4 with the 8-4 is actually the second choice. No, sorry, the third choice in the Exactas. So the 4 is taking sneaky Exacta money.
Well, I think a lot of players are knowing like you have to bet Ricky on turf, which we've never said in the longest time.
No.
And that's we'll probably have another week of that. And when he wins a couple of more turf races, we're going to start losing that advantage is what I think. You know,
I don't think so. Because he's usually on horses that aren't the favorite. He's usually on.
He's starting to get more. They're starting to call him up, and everyone now knows he's got a baby in the oven.
That's the thing.
You know what I mean? And
what a bet him for the next 6 months, and then once the baby's born, fade him because the dude's he's not going to have an hours of sleep. Forget it. It's going to be horrendous. We call it. Pete and I used to do that all the time at Saratoga. If we found out a jockey or a trainer had a newborn, do not bet. Do not bet. Because now they're a father. They're not a trainer or a jockey. They're a father as number one.
No babies, but even Pratt not being out here this winter, he said, he wants to hang with the family in New York. I mean, he gets all the rides there, but still, usually he would have come out here. But he's like, dude, I want to hang with the family.
Yeah, but I mean that angle is with newborns. I mean, it take up a lot of time. Babies are expensive. Okay, let's see. Chris is announcing that there's a super high 5 carryover. Yeah, and it's pretty massive. Do you ever play that bet, Ciaran? I don't.
If I got one eye open and I mistakenly think it's a superfecta and I start hitting around and I go, why is it so expensive? Maybe that's when I do a super high 5. No.
But you're not chasing carryover, are you?
I've tried doing some of those bets where I do like first place, second, all, and usually the all is the one I should have had in first. So no, not a bet I do.
All right, Leah's here to join us. Thank you, Leah, for coming on board again. I like the 8-6 here. Okay, yeah, the 6 is one who is taking some sneaky money that I did not come up with. But good luck. Super high 5 carryover, 214K. 2 tickets. So you played this, Leah, if you did, and you don't mind
you're alive.
Offering some strategy? Because my brain does not work that way, and I have a hard time structuring a ticket that doesn't cost, hundreds of dollars. So if you have any advice to offer us and the DTL crew, I would love to hear it. And or put your plays up so we know what to root for. Totally up to you, but it's always a pleasure having you here on the show. Really enjoy all the camaraderie and all the back and forth. Arthur Ramirez, Summer Lake, and Issa Court. Question mark. Are you asking us what we think about them?
Yeah,
I don't like Issa Court, but I do like Summer Lake.
he tried to toss the favorite when we put him live on the show on Saturday, and he made the favorite win. So
Yeah, but both you and I had the favorite singled in all of our multis, so it wasn't too bad. But
although
I
he
will give
did,
him, I will give
he
him credit though. His two horses ran second and third, and no guts, no glory. Dude wants to try and beat the favorite. I respect that, man. That's what we're
and
all about.
he got to hang in the winner's circle, and he actually got to stand next to Phil, not me.
I was shocked when you told me that Billy and Michelle were going to have you on. Like, how did that come about? Like, did Billy call you, text you, or what happened?
Morning of, hey, you want to come on? I was like, absolutely. And then we get on, and then that's when Michelle went, oh my God, Billy never lets any of the partners come on. You're the first one.
I know.
But then you got to watch our exchange. You got to follow Frank's Twitter feed, Scatoni Sure Shot. Michelle thought Frank's picture was from 20 years ago, and then she thought he was wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Why my tweet was Frank's hair is a hat is where it came from.
I don't know how anyone could mistake this fantastic head of hair as a hat. I mean, I have a 5 head, don't get me wrong, but I still got some locks going there. But not bad for a 54-year-old man. Come on.
Right before
I tweeted back, I said, Michelle, we can't all be as ageless as you and Terry. I mean, you guys never age. I'm trying to age gracefully. I'm doing okay, I think.
My kids told me right before COVID that I was losing my hair. And I went, really? Did not cut it for 3+ years. Remember, I had
you had the
gigantic ponytail, and I looked like Bob Ross when I didn't have it in the ponytail. We've actually got a picture of it.
You had the Irish flow going.
Whereas if I walked into a room 20 feet away, you had a hair in your drink glass. But it got long enough when I cut it, we could donate it. And they were like, oh my God, a guy is donating this much hair. It's great. But yeah,
that's awesome. Unfortunately, because it was COVID, I did not get to see that in person, but I did see pictures, and I can attest that is true. All right. Thank you, Carlos. Loading in the gate. Appreciate you reminding me, because I said last time all I do is talk. So, all right. Good luck, everybody.
What do you need in this one, Frank? Who am I cheering for? The chalk, 8.
Up close, run a mile in my shoes.
Sorry, Ciaran, I have my mic off. 248.
Passed down by I'll Have Another Kiss. Lady Montclair is down at the rail, followed by Miss Will.
Ricky on the front. Interesting.
And Don't Mess with Tess. And Don't Mess with Tess is having a horrendous time in that first turn and is pretty much out of it. Around the first turn they go, and it is Summer Lake leading the way, 3/4 of a length. Isacourt is in second. They're followed on the outside by I'll Have Another Kiss, taking third. Lady Montclair tucked in fourth. Run a Mile in My Shoes, close up between rivals, just 3 lengths off the lead. It's another 2 more. Back to Miss Will and Nancy Griffith side by side. Behind them, She's a Joker. And indeed, Don't Mess with Tess is 30 lengths behind them.
I think JJ's just sitting on that horse.
Summer Lake, the leader, prompted by Isacourt, who continues to travel alongside, and Isacourt puts the pressure on around the far turn. Run a Mile in My Shoes between horses. Lady Montclair at the rail. I'll Have Another Kiss outside of them in fifth as Isacourt has the lead. Nancy Griffith toward the back of the field. She's a Joker, Miss Will. They turn for home, and Isacourt is confidently handled. See what she has.
Come on, Ricky.
In front now. Opening up on Summer Lake, 2 lengths back in second. Run a Mile in My Shoes, third. Nancy Griffith on the outside of She's a Joker, 16th ball.
Unbelievable.
Wow. You have that one?
Second, it's Isacourt.
No, I hated that horse.
Wins by 2. Nancy
X.
Griffith, Storm Home to get second. She's a
Wow.
Joker claimed third. Run a Mile in My Shoes took fourth. Fifth, Summer Lake completes.
And I got to say, Barrios has not been riding the greatest. I think that horse won that race, not him.
Yeah, that was Sadler. I mean, Sadler claimed the horse, put the horse on turf, took off the blinkers. That was all Sadler. But I mean, this is a 7-year-old mare. Oh man, she's been so disappointing.
And
so
what's funny is I know the trainers and the owners of that horse, and they were like, nope. They were glad to have it gone. But hey, what do you know?
That double was only paying $96, but congrats to those who had it.
Oh, that's
the
so
pick
bad.
3 is paying $521. That's not bad.
Oh, that's good.
A couple of our listeners, a couple of the DTL crew did mention that horse. So hopefully some of you guys cashed or had it. Leah needed the 4 to come in second. I didn't see who finished second. No, it was the 9.
8 or no.
Nancy Griffiths finished second. I like 52-1. How do you have that horse? This horse's form was horrendous. What a horrible race. And there's going to be 10 claims in for the 8.
Oh, no.
Was
and
awful.
then they're going to go, please don't win the handshake.
Right, exactly.
There'll be 45 handshakes. But the one trainer and the one owner who does not want to win the handshake, who's lost every other handshake, they're going to
He's going to win this one.
Here's the tag. No. And then he's going to instantly have to drop to 10K to win. Yeah. That's actually
exactly.
One you should make a note, Frank, for us. I don't have my thing up to see who claimed that horse.
Oh, I will.
That horse is getting claimed.
I always look at the claims register. There will be multiple claims in for that horse, and I'll probably be some poor guy like somebody who's like Rafael Becerra who hardly has any horses. He finally wins a shake, and he's got a diseased goat on his hands. Yes, the 8 had nothing. The 8 was horrendous.
No,
I guess there's a reason the horse was going from 100,000 to 20,000. That was awful. Leah, I'm sorry. The 9 killed your high five. God bless anyone who had the 9 at all. I mean, I couldn't. Thanks for joining us, Dan. Yeah, that was a little tough. 2 horses I absolutely hated in the pick 4 sequence. Toppers at Seaside and Issa Court. 2 horses that I bet probably like the last 3-4 times wanted no interest for those horses today. And
no.
Oh, well, Leah had the 9/4. All right, well, that's smart. You got a 52-1 in there. Unfortunately, she ran better than than we all expected. That did suck, Jeff. I'm with you. I
will say I was correct on this being a chaos late double and late pick 3. Just couldn't land on it. So,
well, it wasn't chaos. The heavy favorite won the first leg, and the sneaky horse 9-2 won the second.
And then 20-1. Oh, wait. What was this? What did this horse end up going off on?
4-1.
You're joking.
And was 7-2 on the morning line. Yeah, so there's no chaos at all. I think what you mean to say, Ciaran, is 2 favorites you didn't, two short price horses you didn't like.
I'm okay with. I mean, I lost money,
yeah.
But I'm okay with this. I would never pick these horses. Never.
I agree with you,
I'm not betting it. I'll give you free money, not betting it. And those are the ones I'm like, all right, next.
The double paid $96.50. I liked Coach Cronin, but I didn't like Issa Court. So you know what? Maybe if the horse maybe if the double was $500, we'd be a little upset. But $96. Congrats to those who have the horse. Not knocking that at all. Good handicapping by you. But Issa Court is a horse. Even with the Sadler claim, it's a horse I'm never going to have. So I will take my medicine, take my lumps, and turn the page. And that brings us to Paul Victory's question. When is the next show, Ciaran?
Sunday.
We'll do something Sunday for sure. Maybe we'll put out a short video or something.
Oh, tomorrow when we handicap. Yeah, I've not looked at the card, have you?
I have. It's 5 stakes races, really quality stakes racing. The speakeasy is
maybe we do an early one where we just talk it through and not do it live. We'll see. We always say that, and then we end up hanging on.
Because once we get on, the energy is so good that we don't want to shut up. So, Paul, the answer to your question is Sunday, 100%. To be determined tomorrow. Just check our Twitter feeds at California Pick 4 for Ciaran, at Scatoni Sure Shot for me. We will keep you up to date tomorrow.
And we're actually going to finally set up a double trouble Twitter handle, right?
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that as soon as we get off the phone. Obviously, we should have had a Double Trouble Live X handle from the jump, but we thought the production of the show was going to go a little differently at Del Mar, so we had to scramble at the last minute. The placeholder has been mostly on my feed and Ciaran's feed, but we're going to migrate this show only to its own X feed. Watch for the announcement. We'll talk about it. So we're going to ask people to migrate over to that when it comes to this show, and do what Terry says. Please like and subscribe and invite a friend to DTL on our YouTube channel. I think we got over 300 subscribers now, Ciaran.
Yeah, the more you talk, I mean, we will bet with you guys. We want some input, especially when we all get knocked out. Groupthink. We got to beat the robots, because the robots are like 9 million of us group thinking.
Right, exactly. That's one way we can defeat the machines. The power of groupthink versus the algorithms.
Groupthink.
We've done pretty good with
Guinness and whiskey. We're unstoppable.
So Leah wants to know if anyone hit that super high five. Let's see. Trifecta, superfecta, exacta. Double, pick 3, pick 4, pick 5, pick 6. 3x3, 3x3. I don't have it on my quick charts. For some reason, it doesn't show that payout for the super high five. Huh. I don't know. I'll have to check the actual chart when it becomes official. I'm sorry, Leah, but my ADW results.
What's she looking for?
The super high five. She wants to know if the super high five was hit.
We'll probably know with how much it paid.
Well, that's what I mean. We don't. I can't find the payout.
It only paid. Oh wait, where is it? Super high five. I did not. Paid 7,800, but didn't they have like a huge carryover? So that should mean
but it paid out. So yeah, people hit it then. Okay.
Yeah, so it paid 7,813.
Okay. Leah Brand, I'm gonna hit that biatch. I love it. That's the spirit, Leah. Love it. You just made Ciaran's day, because he just wants to trash talk and curse and drink.
I'm pretty good. I was bad last week, but I was high off the win. So
yeah, you had a couple bleepable moments, but you know what? When we post this on YouTube, we say it's not suitable for children. So
yes,
it's okay.
Gambling. We can't say it is.
And I love when you were telling Billy and Michelle the genesis of the show, how you kept hounding Chris Barr about wanting to do a show where all I want to do is get drunk and talk smack to Frank. And Chris is like, well, that's not really a show. I thought he was right, but actually it turns out it is a show. It's this show.
And then, I mean, when they came out with the low takeout, you were the one who said, oh my God, this is our bet. Because this was how we met, the late double at Santa Anita. And now we got the low takeout.
That was a long time ago. That was my first gig writing for their website, man. That was a long time ago.
10 plus years ago, when it was just
I'm going to say 15.
Long time ago. Yep. Yes. Best bet there is right now. I mean, all my action is late double, late pick 3. When you hit, and you only have to hit once every 3 or 4 days with some of the pays, and it pays for the rest of the month. Versus you hit like one of these, a pick 4 that you bet $40 in that pays $29.
I know. It's a shame. It's a shame what the CRWs have done to the late pick 4. I mean, I really think they need to go to a dollar. We talked to Chris Barr about this. Why not give the retail players a 15% middle late pick 4 on the weekends at $1 minimum?
Yep.
I'd be fine with that. That was the beauty of the golden hour.
Yes.
It was $1 bet. It was $1 minimum, and it was 15% takeout.
And their handle was up so big at Del Mar on that late double, especially on the off days. They might actually. We'll see.
Well, why don't we share what you told me before the show? Because it's not just us who contributed to the Friday Del Mar handle. It's
Oh.
everybody who's watching and playing along with us and doing their own thing. So
Del Mar handle on Fridays for the double was up so much over the last year. It was crazy. And then the days we did shows, there was 7 days at Del Mar where their handle was up over $100,000, and it was all days we did shows. Fridays, Thursdays, Sundays, the off days, which is these other tracks, if they have any common sense, should be looking at those numbers, and they're kind of going, maybe we should start throwing these player-friendly bets out. So it's one of those things, we gamble. I think the tracks are going to bring it to us, if that makes sense. Frank's spinning. His hamster got really tired running around the circle there. Frank probably has the worst internet in the world. I think Frank's internet is well, I don't even have red Solo cups. 2 orange Solo cups with a string is Frank's internet. Unless he's on, and I would end the show, but Frank is the one in control of the studio, so maybe we start talking smack about Frank. Give us some smack talk here while he's offline. Maybe Terry got mad at him. She knocked him offline. Oh, is Frank?
My battery died. Can you hear me?
Oh, Frank got his string on his tin can to work again. Paul.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Frank has the worst internet, and I keep telling him.
No, it's not. It's not the internet. My battery died. I forgot to plug my freaking thing in. Shit.
Yep. No
Terry,
words,
can you hear
Frank.
me? Terry, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Frank. We're just all gassing on your.
It's not the internet. I forgot to plug my computer in and my battery died.
Oh, yeah. Yep. This is the best show money can buy. We're 2 clowns with a shoestring budget.
That's on me. My battery died, but no one needs to see my face. We're signing off anyway, right? Ciaran, why don't you take us away?
All right. Well, my name's Ciaran Thornton. Frank with no internet.
With no face.
Although your image on the screen looks like your hair looks like a hat there, Frank.
Yeah, that is a hat. All right. Good night, everyone. Thanks for joining. We will see you for sure on Sunday. Check out Twitter feeds tomorrow. Ciaran, we got to get back on the good foot, man. I'm not happy about today.
Well, we got to give one to the robots. We'll hit them tomorrow. We weren't winning money today. We'll get them. We'll get them tomorrow on Sunday.
All right. Thanks for watching DTL Crew. Good night, everybody.